Everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with my second video for Hitman 3. This one's going to be close to a rant video. I felt that it warranted enough of a talk about this to warrant its own video instead of putting it in my game review, because I didn't want to tarnish the game review with this. But you know what? I absolutely love the PSVR and what it does for games when it's done correctly. But a lot of times, certain game companies will decide there's not enough buttons on the Move controllers, so they decide to use a DualShock for the actual control of your game. And I've played a lot of PlayStation VR games over the years, and I've learned there are certain ways to make a game and certain ways not to make a game. And in this case, I have to absolutely say, with a shadow of my heart, the PlayStation 4 version, or the PSVR version, of Hitman 3, there's a reason why they're not really letting people know about it. And it's because it kind of sucks ass. Here, check it out. You'll see what I mean. I really am going to try to be professional with this, but I've got to be honest with you. There are certain ways to make a PSVR game and a certain way not to make a game. And I can understand if you get to a point where there's not enough buttons in order to control your character, but the configuration on how you control Agent 47 in the PlayStation VR version is downright abysmal. There is no total control of the character. There's only snap abilities. The graphics, hands down, this game cannot handle playing in a VR mode. As you see here, there are no reflections. It just looks like you're walking over nothing. Stuff pops in. Crowds are non-existent. This is way too much for what this system can handle, and I kind of think they shouldn't have done this. It changes so many things with the game that you would think would be more open-ended. You have all the aspects of Hitman 3 that are so good, and in this version you're not able to do 90% of them, mainly due to the piss-poor control setup. I understand they had a limited amount of buttons they could map to, but the control is just half-assed. It plays terribly. It's awful. It is really one of the worst PlayStation VR games I've played in a long time. And that's sad to say, because visually it is still quite impressive in PlayStation VR. The graphics are really good, but you phase through characters, there's screen tearing, there's popping out the butt. Honestly, like I said, I can understand having it set to where you have to have snap movement. I can handle VR to where I don't need snap movement, but there's no option in the option menu to turn off snap movement. And other than that, other than extending out the controller to extend Agent 47's arms, the rest is all pretty much button presses in order for him to interact with other people. And as you can see from the footage that I've captured, it leads to a lot of really funny and really stupid scenarios where you're literally like punching people in the face and stuff like that, and they're not even acknowledging that you're even touching them. I mean, you thought the AI was bad in Hitman 3. It was done in a way to where it made sense with playing the game. This is just really, I appreciate the effort and time they took to actually turn this into a VR title, but honestly, this is something I can see why it's only on PlayStation VR. It shouldn't go anywhere else. This is one of the worst playing VR titles I've played in a long time, and you can't go by graphics. You've got to go by gameplay, and the fact they neuter out 90% of all the stuff you can do. Like, you ever thought, hey, I want to shimmy on the side of a building? Nope. Gone. Hey, I want to walk around this platform and look over the edge and maybe get sick to my stomach. Nope. Gone. They start you in the middle of the building. You can't climb over the rails. You can't do anything. And as you progress through the other levels, you'll find that it's just as limited in every other one of the levels that they've designed for this game. I understand they have to streamline a lot of stuff to get it to work in VR. I get that. But if it limits 90% of all the stuff that makes the game
what it is, you shouldn't even bother with it. From the movement of the character to the controls of the character to just overall the AI of the enemies and just the fact that how you have to go about doing everything, it's just not fun to play in VR. It's more of a joke than anything else. And honestly, I appreciate the fact that they took the time to do this, especially if you actually have your PlayStation 4 version of part 1 and 2, where you can play through the first and second game's levels in VR. I just wouldn't really recommend it. No, not at all. It's really, really bad. And here's another thing that I have to point out. In order to play this game, let's just say you were one of the lucky few to have a PlayStation 5. In order to play this in VR, you have to download and install the PS4 version of the game and update your VR software to be able to be compatible to even do this. Now, yes, you do get a free PS4 upload, the download, upload, downgrade. I almost said downgrade, but you do get a free PS4 version of this game when you buy the PS5 version. So if you want to play it in VR, you can do that on a PS5. But honestly, it just plays so bad. While the graphics look great, the control is so abysmal. I cannot recommend this to anybody. Do, 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 do. This is fucking stupid, man. I mean, look at that. Does that look normal to you? Does that look normal in any way that you can do that in a VR game? I mean, no motion control. I mean, yeah, it's in VR, I guess, but it's like a shitty ghetto version of VR.
Here's the thing, okay? IO Interactive, you are great at making games. Hitman 3 is a superb title when you play it in its intended design, okay? But in VR, it's just garbage. The fact of the matter is, using a Move controller to try to control Agent 47 is a joke. The snap movement is a joke. Honestly, the control is terrible. The AI of the enemies you dumb down to where they're like retarded robots. Honestly, I understand the fact that you're incapable of being able to use Move controllers due to a lack of buttons to control Agent 47. But I have played epically great games like Saints and Sinners, Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, that proves without a shadow of a doubt that you could, in fact, map buttons correctly on the Move controllers that get the same effects of this game down perfect. I feel personally that maybe you didn't have enough time or something like that, but this is a feature, while it is great to have free of charge with anyone who has a PlayStation 4 and a PSVR, it is a total abomination of itself. And the way it plays is garbage. The way it looks is garbage. The optimization is garbage. The way you download it if you have a PS5 is garbage. And the fact of the matter is, it's just garbage. I cannot highly recommend you ever play the PSVR version of this title. I know that's messed up for me to say, but if I can highly recommend that you buy the game and play the game by itself in its normal mode. It's superb. It's top notch. But honestly, the VR version is, to me personally, an afterthought. And while I realize it probably took you guys a long amount of time and effort to do this, maybe you shouldn't have. Maybe you should design a game from ground up for PlayStation VR that actually has the controls that would work perfect and be able to actually script the levels to be able to play on a VR version. This does not work in any way. It looks like ass, it plays like ass, and I hate to say this, it's an ass game. I can't recommend anyone plays the PlayStation VR version of this. It is utter garbage, it's depressing, and it makes me go, oh my God, what happened here? You have a delicious apple pie of a game, and then you put friggin' mustard all over that apple pie. That's what it's like to me. I really do respect and honestly appreciate the effort that you people did to try to do this. But there's certain times when you shouldn't do it. Don't do it! And this is one where you shouldn't have done it. This is not good in any way. The PSVR version is a steaming pile of horse nuggets. You should have never came out with it. What you should have done is actually make a actual PSVR version in the future. That might be a good idea. Instead of trying to do what you did, button mapping everything to this, it doesn't work. The move controls, while they work, you can't interact with anything worth a crap. The footage you show to people doing stuff like tapping people on the back, you can do, but it's a freaking nightmare to do. And in the end, it's just not fun. This game is about strategically planning your route from point A to point B to actually do these missions and take down these targets. And in VR, it makes it an absolute freaking hindrance. It's not fun. It just gives you a damn headache. And you can't even have the ability to move normally without snap moving. I am against it in 100% of the way, and I have to definitely say I had to make a second video because I just had to let you people know, don't play the PSVR version, play the regular version. It's great. This is steaming friggin' pile of horse shots. And that's my own personal feeling. Leave in the comments below what you think of the PlayStation VR version of Hitman 3. Make sure to hit the bell icon to stay updated whenever I release any new videos. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Leave lots of comments of what you think. Maybe you're having a better experience than me. I played a lot of VR titles, and I have to say this one ranks up there with as actually some of the worst in terms of convoluted ass control scheme setup and just the overall gameplay ability of it. The visual fidelity is garbage. Everything about it's bad. And compared to the original game, this is just a stain. This is like a dog's turd stuck to the bottom of your shoe, and I can't recommend it to anybody. This was Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this video. Please leave your comments below, and remember, I always end my videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil's in the details, and the game plays like crap in PSVR. Peace out until next time. Do, do, do.